Ah, we're going to do some yoga today. We're going to relax and release the tension, maybe lower your blood pressure a little bit. We're going to go within. There is so much noise out there. It's time to go in and relax. And remember, yoga is good for the body and the mind. It can help you physically and mentally. It's not just physical exercises. Uh, Namaste, by the way, is a greeting. There were many meanings for it, and I had planned to look them up for you. There's a whole bunch, but it's just a way of saying hi, respecting, if you're in a group, respecting the people that you're with. And it's used usually before we start yoga, sometimes at the end, but again, just a way of starting a class, being polite, being quiet, and just observing. The yoga poses are called asanas, asanas, and they can strengthen, stretch, they can improve your balance and also your mood. Yoga can improve your mood from crazy and complicated, and your head is so full of all the things you need to do. It's a time to just get rid of everything you're thinking about, everything that bothers you. Most of what we do is really not that important. So yoga will calm your mind. So to me, that's one of the most important things. And I don't know about you, but I really need to calm down and stop worrying about everything. The yoga breath can slow your heart rate. It can also improve your immune system. I think that's wonderful to know that, because the mind and the body are connected. So if you're in a better mood, it's going to make your body feel better too, because they are connected. So keep that in mind. So it improves your body and mind, and it's never too late to start. So don't think you're too old or you need to, go back to the very beginning. We are going to do mostly some beginner, simple stuff. But as I said, if you've done it in the past, you might already know a little bit about it. So let's start. Let's take a breath together first. Breathing up through the nose, holding that breath, and exhale. And when you exhale, just tighten that abdomen just a little bit. Good. And let your chin drop down naturally. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. And then we'll bring our head back up. So we are going within. Good. So let's stretch again. We're going to drop that chin right down, stretching the neck, the upper back a little bit. Good. As we bring the head up next time, take a breath up through the nose, holding for 2 seconds, and exhale. If you want to make that whooshing sound, you can. You don't have to. And then just bring your head back up. Wonderful. Now, the first thing we're going to do is the spinal exercises, because yoga stretches all of the body. So let's do something called Salute to the Sun. This is usually done standing up. We're going to be doing it sitting down. So yes, it's much simpler, but it gives you an idea. So let's bring the arms up as you breathe up, and then move those feet out a little bit, and then breathe out as you come forward. Just drop those arms right down. Good. Now, as long as you don't feel dizzy, you can drop your head down. If not, keep it up. So let's take another breath all the way up. Hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale as you come forward. So this is our way of doing Salute to the Sun. Dropping down. Grab your ankles if you want to. Try to flatten that back out a little bit. So we're going to try to stretch a little bit before we get into the regular standard poses. So we'll come back up. Wonderful. All right, so we've done some spinal flexion. Now we're going to do spinal extension. What's called spinal extension. Extending up. So we're lengthening the spine. Yes, a nice stretch. Good. You'll be able to breathe better too, because you're taking fuller breaths. So let's bring the arms down in front. And the next time we go up to extend the body, you're going to breathe up first. Hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale as you bring those arms down. Good. Drop your chin right down. Good. Keep breathing out. Extend the breathing out a little bit if you can. It should be a little bit longer than inhaling. So the inhale is about 4 to 5 seconds, and the exhale, if you can do it, about 6 seconds, and that would be probably just right. Wonderful. So let's try it one more time. Breathing up through the nose. Lift those arms way up and really reach up this time. Reach up, good. Let's pull that arm up. And don't forget to breathe out if I start talking too much, okay? And pulling that arm up. Wonderful. So that is spinal extension. Let's do a spinal twist or a turn. I'm going to sit back just a little bit. Take this hand, cross it over. Good. And then with the other arm, you're just going to do a nice bend. Feel that stretch all the way down your side. Good. Now sit back up. Now try to turn the body just a little bit, but keep reaching up. Good. And we'll bring that arm down. All right, so we'll take this arm and we'll bring it across. Good. And then let's do a nice bend here. You can see me, I hope. Breathing out. Good. And then we'll come back up and do a little bit, just a little bit of a turn or a rotation, whatever you want to call that. Great. Now the spine can also bend, so let's do that. Take this hand, cross it over. As you bring the arm up, you will exhale to the other side and basically do something very similar to what we did before this. So reaching, reaching, and then we're going to switch arms, and we're going to breathe up through the nose again. We do a lot of this bending with yoga, especially when we're standing up. We're going to do some standing yoga today too. Great. And then you'll come back up. Wonderful. Let's just clasp our hands together and push out. Good. So we've done the 4 spinals. We want to stretch that out before we start doing the regular poses or asanas. Good. Very gently pushing back. And we'll bring those arms down. Give yourselves a hug. Hands on your shoulders. Let's breathe up through the nose. And exhale as you come forward. Pull yourself forward. Again, keep your head up. Or you can drop it a little bit if that's comfortable. And then we'll come back up slowly. Wonderful. We're going to do one of my favorite poses. And I think it's really important and really, really good for us. So I'm going to come forward in the chair a little bit. Your hands are on your knees. And you're kind of pulling against the knees here. Bring those shoulders down. Pull that chin in a little bit. We'll look up at the ceiling. We could have been breathing in then, so let's try it. Now when you exhale, we'll do the opposite. Drop your chin down, just like a cat when he's ready to pounce. Drop that chin down, those shoulders are up. You're pulling your abdomen in a little bit. We're going to stay here for just a few seconds, but we don't want to stay here forever. So let's breathe up through the nose. As your head comes up, your shoulders come down, and you pull that chin right in. And if you want, you could pull a little bit more and kind of think of arching your back a little bit, but don't overdo it. If it's not comfortable, don't do it. Just sit up nice and straight. Wonderful. So we'll try it again, breathing up through the nose, straightening, flattening that back out, and when you exhale, you do the opposite. Chin down, shoulders up, rounded back. So we're stretching that spine out a little bit. Great. And pull yourself up. So this is the yoga cat. Wonderful. Now I want you to come forward in your chair just a little bit. Just lift that leg up and pull that knee in. This can be done lying down, and I know we've done that before in class. Now we're going to drop the head right down. Good. And then bring your head up slowly. Good. If you want to, you can put your hands in front of your knee and pull yourself up nice and straight. Doesn't that feel good? Can't you breathe better when you do that? So let's take a yoga breath right here. Breathing up. And exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, round your back. Round, round, round. Good. And then bring your head back up and just let that leg down gently. Let's lift the other knee. Pull yourself up nice and straight. Let's take a breath up. This yoga breath will relax you and clear your mind, and it might even lower your blood pressure if you do it enough. If you do any kind of yoga or any asana, drop your head down. Good. Bring that knee up and closer into your body if you can. All right, let's breathe up one more time. Good. And hold. And then we'll drop down. By dropping down, we're just letting the head come down, and then that knee should come in a little closer because we've been doing that for a while. Again, this can be done lying down. It's more comfortable, actually. And maybe you can do 2 legs at the same time. So that would be great. Wonderful. So we're going to do some of that. We're also going to do something called, and I did see this in a yoga video, the ragdoll. Legs out. Put your hands right here, above your knees, on your knees, it doesn't matter. And all you're going to do is slide forward. Just slide down your legs. Good. And you can round your back here a little bit if you want to. Good. So let's come up slowly, slowly, slowly. Great. Let's take a breath up through the nose. And exhaling as you come down. So you're pulling that abdomen in just a little bit. So it'd be easier for you to get down a little bit farther, a little bit more. And then we'll come back up slowly. Now there's probably another couple of hundred poses we could do, but we only have half an hour and we want to do some of them standing too. So grab your water, everyone. Really important. And it does work, but you have to do it. We tend to forget. We're busy. We're busy people, right? And even if you're not that busy, you forget. All right, are we ready to stand up? And how are we going to stand up? Are we going to do this or this? Or are you going to be able to get up? Oops, maybe not. So we'll just get up like that. Easy as pie, right? So we're going to do some standing yoga. Are we ready? Yes, you are, I can tell. Okay. I actually am going to move this chair over here. Much easier. We're going to open our feet like this. A nice wide second position in ballet. I'm going to do some lunging back and forth. Good. How does that feel? Don't worry about your yoga breathing right now. Good. All right. Now what we're going to do is the yoga warrior pose. So we're going to bring the arms up and out straight. This foot is on an angle. The other foot is almost straight. That's what they said in the book, almost straight. And you're going to turn and just look at this hand. Now remember, I'm your mirror, so we should be both on this side. And you're going to bend that knee. Good. And then come back. Now, if this throws you off, turning your head like this, if you think you're going to fall or you feel a little funny, don't do it. Just keep your head like this. It's always something we can do, right? Good. Let's breathe in first. Right away, that relaxes me. I can feel it. You're going to breathe out and bend the knee. Make sure that exhale is a little bit longer, though, right? Breathe up through the nose. And breathe out. Good. Good lunge there. And then we'll come back up. Bring the arms down. Now you're not used to holding your arms up, so I know you feel it. Unless you practice yoga all the time. So we're going to just stand in our good second position again, arms out to the side. Now you're going to turn your head this way. This foot is on an angle. That foot is not turned in, but almost straight. Nice and tall now. Pull that chin back. Turn your head if you can. Let's practice. Good. Just bend that knee a little bit. And bend that knee. Let's take a breath up through the nose. And when you exhale, bend that knee. I can feel it. We'll come back up. One more breath. And the more you do, the longer you'll be able to stand here comfortably and not feel as though your arms are going to fall off. Because that's what happens if you haven't done this before. We're not used to holding our arms up here for a long period. So let's relax for a minute. Yeah. Let's bend those knees. Good. And back and forth. Doesn't that feel great to do that and just let loose? Tap your body each time. So you'd be tapping in the back in the kidney area, which is supposed to be good for the internal organs. And I'm pretty sure most of you can do this without a problem. All right, let's lift those arms up. Bend your knees and bring those arms way back. And up again. This is just a stretch. Good. So let's breathe up through the nose. And exhale. Good. Bring those arms back. Slowly now. And bend the knees one more time. We'll bring those arms back. So this is kind of easy to do. Now, we started off with the warrior, didn't we? Now we're going to do the exalted warrior. And it's very similar. Very similar. Feet in second position. Here we go. Arms up. You're going to turn your head and look at that hand. Pull that chin back now, nice and tall. We're going to bend the knee. See this arm over here? Drop it down. And very gently, think of pushing those hips a little bit forward. Don't worry about your breathing right now. If you want, if you're behind your chair, you can grab that chair now. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's bring that arm down. This time you're going to breathe up through your nose as you bring the arm up. And stay here and breathe out. Good. Wonderful. That's the exalted warrior. That's quite a name. Arms out again. We're going to do this side. Yes, we are. We'll turn the head. Let's bend the knee once anyway. Okay. Now we're going to bend it one more time. Bring that arm down in the back. And you're going to breathe up as you bring that arm up. Again, you can be holding on if you want. But these lunges are great for us. Good strengtheners for the legs, the quadriceps. And then come back up. Good. You're doing pretty well, right? You're surprised? All right, let's do it again. We're just going to bend that knee. Let's bring both arms up. Look at this hand. Good. Now what we're going to do is drop this arm down. You're going to breathe up as you come up. Straighten that leg. Let's do a little back bend. Be careful here. Hold on if you have to. And then we'll come down again. Let's try it one more time. Breathing up through the nose. Arm back. I love this one. It's a great stretch for the body. And then exhale. Wonderful. So how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right. So yoga is good for balance too. It's good for a lot of things. It really is. For the whole body and the mind too. All right. Now we're going to do the yoga tree. And this really is good for balance. Bring those hands together, those namaste hands. All right, now your toes or your feet should be turned out a little bit. They don't have to be touching at the heels here. You can open a little bit. All right, and you're going to just lift your heel and put it down. And lift your heel again. So we're not lifting it up. We're just lifting the heel up. Bring it down. Let's try the other side. Up, down, up, and down. And we're going to do a little knee bend. Crunch. Try it again. Down. One more time. Down. And now on this one, I'd like you to bring your heels up if you can. If you need to hold on, that's fine. Just come up and down a few times. All right, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift the heel on this side. Pull that foot in just a little bit. And your knee is turned out, so it's not straight like this. It's out. Hold on to the back of the chair. And you're going to just lift that leg up and hold it up there for a couple of seconds. That's the yoga tree. All right. It's normally done up like this with the leg here. But we I'm not going to do that today, okay? So let's try the other side, and we're just going to take it real easy on this one. Lift the heel up, bring that foot in just a little bit. Let's take a breath first, up through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Pull that leg in just a little bit, lift it up and put it down. Lift it up. Can you see where this would be good for balance? Instead of holding it up there, we're going to just do the easy one. We're just starting, right? And bring that up and put it down. And we'll bring it up again and fall. Yes. Bend both knees. You're so used to seeing me do this, aren't you? It's okay. It's all right. So keep your palms together. Good. Bend your knees. And then come up. Put your heels down. Can you do this without holding on? Try it again. Up and down and up and down. Do it again. Up. And after a while, if you're having a real problem with this, you'll see you'll have more confidence and you'll actually be able to do it. You just have to kind of practice. Okay. And now we're going to do something called heaven and earth. Connecting heaven and earth. So you're going to breathe up through your nose as you push your palm up and you push this palm down. So let's try it again. Connecting heaven and earth. I just love the name of this. So you're going to breathe up through your nose and reach up and down. It's a great stretch for the body. And we'll come back down again. So breathe up and exhale as you come down slowly. So let's try that again. Now just think of it flattening the palm a little bit. It's not really comfortable because you're not used to doing that. So we're going to breathe up through your nose and down at the same time. All right, try breathing up and then exhale down. Again. Let's hold a little bit longer and bring those arms down. And one more time. Breathing up and exhaling down. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, now what I'd like you to do, I'm going to turn sideways, but you can just stay behind your chair if that's where you are right now. And we're just going to do a little more stretching. This isn't yoga per se, but there will be movements that include this kind of a pose. And we do this a lot because it's good for us, right? So you're going to walk back, walk back, walk back. And try to flatten out that back. We're going to do a table back. That's my name for it, a table back. See if you can flatten, have someone watch you because some people can only do this much, but I'd like you to try to come down a little bit more if you can. And then you're going to walk back up. That's easy. And we'll do the opposite. Push the hips forward and we'll go back. We're always going to do these because they're so good for us, right? Good. All right, let's walk back again. Your arms are straight. Your back is flat. Try to hold your abdomen in a little bit too. Just tighten that area a little bit. So working against gravity will do wonders. So we're going to walk back up. Let's breathe up as you bring the opposite arm up. Push those hips forward just a little bit. Oh yeah, that feels wonderful. And then we're going to bring the arms down. Great. Now we're going to turn the feet out just a little bit. I'm going to sit in a minute too. And very gently back and forth. Can you do that without holding on? I think you can. You've been doing a lot of yoga today. And you should have a little more confidence in yourself. You should be able to balance a little bit better, right? Now let's do what I call kind of a nothing exercise. It does stretch the calf muscles a little bit. Not the calf, but the quadriceps. So we're going to kick. I love this one because it feels good here. You're getting a little bit of a stretch in your quadriceps. And if you can hold your foot there, that's good too. Sometimes we can. If you feel you can't do that, or if you try and it just really doesn't work, don't worry about it. There are other ways to stretch. So let's kick back 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. 6 and 7 and 8. And now you can sit down and do nothing. And here we go. I think I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. All right. And we're just going to do a little bit more meditation. Actually, we didn't do much meditation today at all, did we? So let's take a breath all the way up together. And then exhale through your mouth. Good. Let that chin come right down. And just think you've done something really good for yourself. It should be calming. It's one of the basic fitness components. It's called stress management. And mindfulness meditation and other kinds of meditation are really good for us, body and soul. So keep that in mind. Now for the next minute, you're going to try to think about as little as possible. Think about something that you find relaxing, a scene, even a word from a prayer or a quote, a little poetry. I just look into a fireplace. I pretend that I'm looking into a fireplace, and that really relaxes me. So we'll start with the breath, breathing up, exhaling out, eyes closed, and just relax. When those thoughts come in, take another breath. Let them just drift away. Acknowledge them, let them drift. And try to practice this on your own because it does work. But you have to do it. So read a book. Watch something on television. Watch some people that are doing yoga. And we've only got a few seconds. Next time we'll do a little more meditation. So thanks for joining me and trying everything. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.